Chicago Cubs versus Los Angeles Angels. The 2025 Major League Baseball season goes on Saturday, August 23rd, with the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Angels in the interleague clash at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. Chicago and Los Angeles continue their three-game regular season series, and Friday night's opener has been excluded from the analysis. The Chicago Cubs started this week with a 5-game home series against the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubbies took 3 out of 5 from the best team in the NL Central, but Tuesday's doubleheader caused trouble in Chicago's starting rotation. At the time of writing, it was unknown who would get the starting call for the opening game of this series. Cade Horton was projected to take the mound on Saturday, but the 24-year-old rookie right-hander might miss his turn in the rotation. Last Monday, Horton was removed in the 3rd inning of his start against Milwaukee due to a blister on his right middle finger. Horton, 7'4", 3.08 ERA, has been pitching lights out lately, allowing just 2 earned runs on 15 hits and 10 walks over his previous 6 starts and 31 innings of work. The Cubs held the top wild card in the National League on Friday morning, 1 game above the San Diego Padres. Over the last 7 days, the Cubs have recorded an ugly 205/299/295 triple slash, with just 3 home runs and 210 at-bats. While their bullpen has compiled a 3.68 ERA, 1.33 WHIP, and a .227 batting average against. The Los Angeles Angels dropped a 3-game home series against the Cincinnati Reds at the start of this week, after a 4-1 defeat in the opener and a 6-4 loss in the middle game. The Angels outlasted the Reds 2-1. In the closer to avoid a sweep, the Angels' starting rotation has some issues too. Jose Soriano is on paternity leave, while Tyler Anderson struggles with a back injury. It's unknown who would toe the rubber on Saturday night, and the Angels might opt for a bullpen day. Victor Medeiros is another option, and the 24-year-old right-hander carries a 0-1 record with a troublesome 5.54 ERA and 1.85 WHIP in 2 starts and 2 relief appearances. 13 innings pitched in 2025. Last Monday, Medeiros gave up 3 earned runs on 9 hits and 3 walks across 5 innings in a 4-1 loss to the Reds. The Angels were 6.5 games behind the bottom wild card spot in the American League on Friday morning. Over the last 7 days, the Halos have registered a 237/326/385 slash line, with 5 home runs and 169 at-bats, while their bullpen has amassed a pedestrian 5.06 ERA, 1.50 WHIP, and a .268 batting average against, highlighting continued struggles both offensively and on the mound. I expect the Cubs to start hitting the ball more consistently in this series, especially given the opportunities presented by the Angels' bullpen, which is far from elite. Angel Stadium is a hitter-friendly ballpark, ranking 11th on the StatCast Park Factors leaderboard, and we've already seen runs reach double figures in 11 of the Angels' last 15 home outings. While their bullpen holds a 3.42 ERA in August, it has shown signs of fatigue and inconsistency lately. With some tired arms likely in both bullpens, I anticipate a high-scoring affair, making the over on the total a solid play in this matchup. There are a lot of moving parts in this game. Both teams could opt for a bullpen day, and I think that Chicago has more pitching depth than Los Angeles. The Cubs have struggled at the plate lately, but they could easily get things going in this series, especially against an Angels pitching staff that has been inconsistent. Matchups and in-game adjustments will be key, and Chicago's versatility in both the bullpen and lineup gives them a potential edge if they can capitalize early. Don't forget that Chicago's lineup has been outstanding through the first 4 months of the season. The Cubs are 5th in the MLB in runs scored per game, 4.91, while the Angels rank 16th in this category, 4.39, showing a clear edge for Chicago offensively. This disparity could play a major role in shaping the series, as the Cubs' ability to consistently put runs on the board may force the Angels to rely heavily on their pitching and situational defense to stay competitive. Anyway, keep tracking the latest news leading up to the game. Should Cade Horton get the start, don't overthink it and take the Cubs. They're the safer bet regardless of minor variables. I will stick with the Cubs even if both teams decide to treat it as a bullpen day, or if the Angels opt to send Victor Medeiros to the mound. The depth and consistency of Chicago's roster give them a clear edge in either scenario, and their pitching staff has shown the ability to handle less predictable matchups, making them the logical pick despite potential changes in the starting rotation. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Chicago Cubs ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Washington Nationals versus Philadelphia Phillies. The Philadelphia Phillies will host the Washington Nationals at Citizens Bank Park, and this is the fourth series of the season between these NL East rivals. Philadelphia is 6-4 in the last 10 matchups, and the over was 5-4 and won in those 10 games. Washington, 52-75 SU, 62-65 RL, and 65-64 8 OU, was swept by Toronto earlier this week, struggling both at the plate and on the mound. The Nats are 5-5 in their last 10 games. The over was 5-2-3. Showing flashes of competitiveness but remaining inconsistent as they try to finish the season strong. Washington will start left-hander Mitchell Parker tomorrow against Philadelphia. In his last outing, the 25-year-old surrendered 6 runs, 5 earned on 4 hits, and 3 walks in just 1.2 innings versus the Phillies, showing significant struggles with command and consistency. He is 7-13 with a 5.83 ERA and 1.50 WHIP in 25 starts. 129.2 IP this season, including 2.6 with a 6.32 ERA and 1.42 WHIP in 11 road starts, 57.0 IP. Parker has also had trouble limiting hard contact, allowing numerous extra base hits, which has contributed to the inflated ERA. Opposing lineups have been able to exploit mistakes, leaving Washington with a vulnerable arm for this matchup in Philadelphia. The Nationals finished 4th in the NL East standings last year, compiling a 71-91 record, and have looked competitive in spurts this year, though consistency has been elusive. The club's core, much of which was acquired in the 2022 trade that sent Juan Soto to San Diego, is talented and filled with young, high-upside players, but the unit lacks the quality veteran experience that often separates playoff teams from pretenders. Injuries and inexperience have contributed to streaky play, making it difficult for the Nationals to sustain momentum over long stretches. While they are unlikely to make legitimate noise in the MLB postseason anytime soon, the Nats have potential, and incremental development from their young roster, combined with smart additions via trades or free agency, could make them a more serious contender in the coming years. Philadelphia 74-53 SU, 67-60 RL, and 55-67-7 OU swept Seattle in its previous series, showcasing strong pitching and timely hitting. The Phillies are 6-4 in their last 10 games. The over-under was split 4-2, demonstrating consistency as they aim to maintain momentum heading deeper into the season. Philly is turning to righty Aaron Nola on Saturday against Washington. In his last start, the 32-year-old gave up 6 runs and 7 hits in just 2.1 innings against the Nationals, struggling to find his rhythm. He is 1-7 with a 6.92 ERA and 1.60 WHIP in 10 starts, 52.0 IP this year, including 1-3 with a 7.71 ERA and 1.86 WHIP in 4 home starts, 21.0 IP. Nola has also struggled with command, issuing numerous walks and failing to miss bats consistently, which has contributed to the high number of runs allowed. Opponents have been able to capitalize on mistakes, leaving Philly with a shaky option for this critical matchup. If you want, I can also make it even sharper for betting context, highlighting why Washington might have the edge. Do you want me to do that? The Mets may have garnered more offseason hype, but bettors can't overlook the Phillies. They have one of the best lineups in NBL, with all-stars littered on the field. Most of the gang is back, and Philadelphia strengthened its roster with offseason additions Max Kepler and Jesus Luzardo. The Phillies have been tough to beat at home, 40-21 record, and in night games, 49-31. Their pitching staff, anchored by elite starters, has kept opponents off balance, while the lineup consistently delivers in clutch situations. With a balanced combination of power, speed, and defensive depth, Philadelphia looks poised to remain a contender throughout the season. When these starting pitchers faced off in Washington on August 17th, the score was an astonishing 11-9, highlighting the potential for offensive fireworks whenever these teams meet. While I don't expect another 20-run total, it would be surprising if either starter allows fewer than 4 runs, given both clubs' tendencies at the plate. The Nationals have been particularly effective offensively on the road, averaging 4.6 runs per game away from home compared with 4.0 at Nationals Park. Adding to the scoring potential, this matchup also features two of the least effective bullpens in MLB. Washington ranks last in ERA, while Philadelphia sits 24th, making it unlikely that late-inning relief will stem the tide. Given these factors, I anticipate another high-scoring affair on Saturday in Philly, where sustained rallies and timely hitting could keep the scoreboard ticking throughout the game. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Philly's cover run line. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.
Cleveland Guardians versus Texas Rangers, Saturday evening, Major League Baseball action, and the Guardians enter the fray at 64-63, while the Rangers have gone 64-66. The Rangers won Game 1 by a score of 4-3. The Guardians head into Saturday's contest looking to rebound after a gut punch 4-3 loss on Friday night. Cleveland held a 3-2 lead entering the bottom of the ninth, but reliever Cade Smith couldn't record an out, surrendering 3 straight hits, including Jock Pedersen's walk-off double that plated Corey Seager. The loss dropped Cleveland to 64-63 and extended their losing streak to 3 games. Despite the setback, the Guardians showed fight late, with Jose Ramirez delivering a clutch 2-run double in the 8th to briefly give them the lead. Offensively, Cleveland continues to struggle with consistency. They managed 7 hits Friday, including doubles from Carlos Santana, CJ Kefus, and Ramirez, but went quiet for most of the middle innings. The Guardians rank last in MLB in batting average .227 and 26th, in runs scored 501, relying heavily on timely hits rather than sustained rallies. Kefus has emerged as a bright spot, hitting .245 with an OPS near 770, while Ramirez remains the engine of the lineup with 26 home runs and 68 RBIs. Logan Allen, 7-9, 3.87 ERA, gets the start Saturday, tasked with slowing down a Rangers lineup that's heating up. Allen has held opponents to a .260 average and averages just over 5 innings per start. He'll need to be sharp, especially with Cleveland's bullpen showing signs of fatigue. Smith's blown save was the team's 17th of the season. If Allen can keep the ball in the park and the Guardians can capitalize on scoring chances, they'll have a shot to even the series. Texas enters Saturday's matchup riding high after a dramatic 4-3 comeback win in the series opener. Wyatt Langford sparked the rally with a leadoff double in the 9th, scored the tying run on Seager's single, and watched Jock Pedersen drive in the game-winner moments later. Langford also homered in the 6th, his 19th of the season, while Rudy Tellez added a solo shot in the 5th. The Rangers improved to 64-66 and have now won 2 of their last 3, inching closer to .500 as they chase a late-season surge. Nathan Eovaldi was brilliant on Friday, tossing 7 innings of 1-run ball with 9 strikeouts and no walks. He now leads MLB in ERA among qualified pitchers at 1.73, having reached the 130-inning threshold. Eovaldi retired 15 straight batters after allowing back-to-back doubles in the 2nd, and continues to be the anchor of a rotation that ranks 4th in team ERA, 3.48. The bullpen remains shaky. Phil Maton blew a save in the 8th, but Robert Garcia earned the win with a clean 9th. Jack Leiter, 7-7, 4.06 ERA, takes the mound Saturday, looking to build on a season that's shown flashes of promise. Leiter has held opponents to a .226 average and struck out 101 batters in 108.2 innings, though he's allowed 14 home runs and has just 5 quality starts. With Marcus Semien still day-to-day and Evan Carter out indefinitely with a broken wrist, the Rangers will lean on Langford, Seager, and Peterson to keep the offense rolling. If Leiter can navigate Cleveland's top half and the bullpen holds, Texas has a strong chance to secure the series and continue building momentum heading deeper into the season. Texas enters Saturday's matchup with momentum and a favorable setup, making them a strong side to back against Cleveland. Friday's 4-3 walk-off win showcased the Rangers' ability to deliver in high-leverage spots, with Wyatt Langford, Corey Seager, and Jock Pedersen all contributing in the clutch. Jack Leiter takes the mound with a 7-7 record and a 4.06 ERA, and while he's been inconsistent, he's held opponents to a .226 average and shown flashes of dominance. Against a Guardians lineup that ranks last in MLB in batting average .227 and 26 in runs scored, Leiter has a clear path to a quality start if he avoids early traffic, giving Texas a strong chance to control the game from the outset. Offensively, Texas has the edge in power and situational hitting. Langford's solo homer on Friday marked his 19th of the season, and Peterson's walk-off double was his third game-winning hit this month, highlighting their clutch ability. The Rangers have scored 527 runs this season, nearly 30 more than Cleveland, and their lineup has more depth even with Marcus Semien day-to-day and Evan Carter sidelined. Key role players have also stepped up, contributing timely hits and creating pressure on opposing pitchers. With home field advantage, a rested bullpen, and a lineup that's shown it can produce late, Texas is well positioned to secure the series and keep climbing toward .500, maintaining momentum as they push through the middle of the season. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Texas ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.
Cincinnati Reds versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cincinnati Reds, 67-61, 68-59 RL, 46-75-6 OU. And the Arizona Diamondbacks, 62-66, 59-69 RL, 60-60-8 OU. Resume a 3-game series on Saturday evening, and the Reds are going with Andrew Abbott. The Diamondbacks will reply with Nabil Crismatt. The Reds lead the season series 3-0. Andrew Abbott is expected to get the nod. Abbott was sharp in his previous effort, posting 7 scoreless innings against Milwaukee, resulting in a no decision in a game the Reds won. The young ace has a 2.95 ERA this month and has outstanding numbers, delivering a sparkling 2.28 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP, accompanied by an 8-3 record in 130 innings of work on the year. He kept Arizona to 1 run in 7 innings in his only meeting against the Diamondbacks. The Cincinnati Reds are battling in the wild card. They stand just 0.5 games behind the Mets for the last spot. They get a chance with a series against the Mets next month. The Reds dropped a series against Milwaukee last weekend and rebounded with a big series win against the Angels this week to begin the road trek. The Reds are 31-32 on the road. Elly De La Cruz has been quiet, managing a poor .510 OPS this month. The 23-year-old shortstop has 19 home runs with 76 RBIs on the season. Matt McLain has also been slumping, recording 2 RBIs in his past 10 games. The 26-year-old second baseman has 40 RBIs on the year. Spencer Steer posted a weak .631 OPS in the series against Pittsburgh earlier this month. Steer has netted 59 RBIs on the year. Tyler Stevenson has a hand injury and is on the IL. The veteran catcher has amassed 36 RBIs and a .705 OPS. Cincinnati is averaging 4.55 runs per game, ranking them 11th. The pitching is solid, recording a 3.79 ERA, placing them 9th. Nabil Crismatt will get the nod on Saturday evening. Crismatt made his season debut last week and was sharp, keeping the Rockies to only 1 run in 5 innings, ending in a no decision in a game the Diamondbacks lost. The veteran righty has been used out of the bullpen most of his career. Crismatt has issued a strong 3.66 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP, accompanied by a 9-6 record in 182 career innings. He has squandered 5 runs, 4 earned, in 8.1 career innings against Cincinnati. The Arizona Diamondbacks are near the end of a homestand. The squad has been inconsistent this past month after trading away many key hitters. The group was charged with a series defeat against the Rockies last weekend. Next, they hosted the Guardians and won 2 of 3 clashes. They scored 10 runs and squandered 10 runs, showing flashes of both offensive potential and defensive lapses. The Diamondbacks are 32-31 at home. Cadel Marte has registered a sharp .963 OPS in August. The star second baseman is having a great season, bashing 23 home runs with 56 RBIs and a .941 OPS overall, consistently driving in runs in key situations. James McCann has been receiving playing time as their top catcher, while Gabriel Moreno remains out with an injury. McCann has contributed 9 RBIs in 29 games this season. Blaze Alexander has recorded 9 RBIs this month, showing flashes of offensive promise, while the young shortstop has a 711 OPS in 41 games. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is swinging a hot bat, amassing a stunning 23 RBIs this month, and the veteran slugger has recorded 71 RBIs on the season, providing both power and consistency in the middle of the lineup. Arizona is scoring an average of 4.90 runs on the season, rating them 6th. The pitching staff has issued a poor 4.55 ERA, pegging them 25th. The Cincinnati Reds are inconsistent on the road, where they are below .500 on the season and have struggled to string together quality starts or timely hitting away from Great American Ballpark. The Arizona Diamondbacks have a winning record since the trade deadline, showing improved consistency in both pitching and offense. They posted a series win against the Guardians this week and have been a threat at home, winning 5 of their past 6 home games entering Friday evening, with strong contributions from their lineup and bullpen keeping opponents off balance. Furthermore, Reds pitcher Andrew Abbott isn't quite as sharp when on the road. The Reds have won in just 2 of Abbott's past 5 outings, struggling with command and giving up extra base hits. Arizona is thriving at the dish at home, showcasing a lineup that consistently punishes mistakes, having netted 29 runs in their past 5 home games. D-backs pitcher Nabil Crismatt was outstanding in his season debut earlier this week, conceding only 1 run in 5 innings, showing excellent control and keeping hitters off balance. With momentum on their side, Arizona looks poised to exploit any weaknesses and maintain their strong home performance. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Arizona Diamondbacks ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.